Once upon a time, there was a kingdom ruled by a very cruel king. People trembled at his name. At the palace gates, guards stood with swords in their hands, eyes full of pride, and no place in their hearts for the people. In a faraway village of this kingdom lived a poor but hard-working farmer. His name was Zahid. Zahid's life was simple. A small mud house, a few oxen, an old wooden plow, but a heart as vast as the ocean, soft and full of humanity. Every morning, he would go to the fields before sunrise, sweat pouring, sowing seeds, and offering thanks. To him, true wealth was peace, not gold or silver. One day, the king issued a decree: collect double taxes from the entire kingdom. People began to starve. No one dared to speak up. Zahid thought, if I stay silent, this tyranny will only grow. Someone must speak the truth in front of the king. This decision was not easy for him. Facing the king was like inviting death, but Zahid was determined. The next day, he went to the king's palace. Huge doors, golden pillars, and inside, a throne where the king sat, drowned in pride. The king looked at Zahid and sneered. "Farmer, what do you want here?" Zahid spoke with respect. "Your Majesty, people are starving. Please reduce the taxes. Our lives are in hardship." The entire court was stunned. No one had ever shown such courage. The king roared angrily, "You will give me orders? I am the king. I do whatever I wish." Zahid replied quietly, "A king is one who shows mercy upon seeing the hunger of his people. If the subjects are unhappy, the throne cannot be strong." The court fell completely silent at his words. The king was offended, but he decided to test the farmer's courage. He ordered, "Send him into the forest. If he survives 3 days, I will personally end the taxes. But if he does not, let him be an example for those who challenge the law in my kingdom." For Zahid, this punishment was equivalent to death, but he smiled and said, "If I must die for the truth, I am ready." Zahid was left in the forest. Night was dark, hunger severe, beasts growling, yet the farmer's heart remained strong. On the first night, he hid behind a tree. In the moonlight, he remembered his fields. He prayed, "O God, save my people from suffering." On the second night, wolves approached, but Zahid stood firm. He lit a fire and spent the whole night awake. On the third night, rain, cold, exhaustion. But he did not lose courage. He knew his life was no longer just his own. The hopes of the whole village, the entire kingdom, rested on him. 3 days passed, and he was still alive. When Zahid returned to the palace, the whole court was astonished. The king could not believe his eyes. The king asked, "Why are you not dead? How did you hold your courage?" Zahid replied, "It is better to die standing for truth than to live bowed before tyranny. I did not go to save my life. I went to save my people. And whoever has a purpose never loses." For the first time, the king felt a twinge of doubt. He began to remember his mistakes. Zahid's words changed his heart. He announced, "From today, taxes are not halved. They are abolished throughout the kingdom, and I establish a new council to serve the people with Farmer Zahid as my advisor. People rejoiced. The doors of tyranny broke, and justice returned to the kingdom. A true, brave, and faithful person can change the course of an entire kingdom. Tyranny is defeated not by force, but by truth, courage, and purpose.